Join the Discord.
Yo YouTube, back with another video. Today we'll be reacting to The Only Streamer That Cares by Golf Cart. This is about Joe Bartolozzi. I hate on Glory because it's Glory. You are a weirdo and you're a loser. Alright, first off, let me say this. He's not the only streamer that cares. Let's get that out the way. I saw some niggas react to it. I was like, you know what? I never reacted to some Joe shit. Besides the Jack Pembert nigga who be doing like his like weird little pranks and shit. Yeah, I want to see what he's talking about. Before we get into it, y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit, and let's do it.
You know what the most important part of any live stream is? The chat. Every night, thousands of viewers pour into their favorite streamer's chat. Chat! Together, they decide what games get played.
Do I ever even call y'all chat? You say mob. I do say the mob. I don't never call y'all chat. Should I start saying that? I don't like that shit. It made me feel weird. Y'all just my folks. I like just saying my folks. Like, I don't know, mob good. Chat just feels so like I'm playing. I don't know. I don't like it.
Videos get watched, and the streamers who keep them entertained get paid. It sounds pretty easy, right? Just get entertained, get paid.
100 mil? Sheesh. I ain't gonna lie, man. I see this nigga a lot too sometimes, bro. Like when I open the kick out, y'all know, like once I start getting on the kick, like I'll see certain niggas and bro, this XQC nigga, bro, hours. Like he be on this till night, till morning. It's the same when I see Jinx be recommended on my YouTube. Cause I watch like 1 or 2 of his vids. XQC Richard fuck whole video about Joe is OD. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. But I seen a lot of people react to this, so I kind of just want to see what's talking about. If it's like glazed, overly glazed, I'm gonna cut it off.
It sounds pretty easy, right? Just give the chat what it wants. The problem is, chat never wants just one thing. There's thousands of people all asking for something different, and no matter what you do, someone's unhappy. The biggest streamers learn to follow the majority and keep the party moving, because stopping everything for one unhappy viewer is the cardinal sin of streaming. You don't leave 10,000 people hanging over a single name in the chat. But what happens when the needs of the one are a matter of life and death?
My girlfriend of 3 years took her own life in November of 2025. Losing my best friend and the person I love most in the world. I'm feeling like my life is no longer worth living, and I've been falling into a bad habit of drug addiction, leading me to on MDMA in December. I don't want to be here anymore.
This is Joe Bartolozzi, and he's one of the only streamers that stops everything when someone needs help.
If a chatter of mine is coming into my chat saying they're suicidal, I am first and foremost going to read their message.
But when you do this, when you make yourself the person people turn to at their lowest, you're also now the one who has to carry the weight of it.
Nigga start crying. I always say this nigga got like a crazy built chin. Like it's like really like a, I don't know how to explain, it's like a cartoon nigga chin.
Because now you're surrounded by darkness.
Today I decided to end everything. Got a shotgun, can't find it in me to love myself.
Now you're giving away pieces of yourself to everyone around you.
People are
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, like I know I'm not doing it on that big of a scale, but I will say, bro, I don't think I get a lot of y'all niggas telling me y'all fucking depressed and shit, but there's a lot of niggas that just you interacting with, bro, like interacting with people so much, like you be like, damn, bro. Like I said, when I'm offline, I don't even talk them this much, but when you online, it's just like you just spilling, like you kind of like, you know how you get drained at a party or a kickback, like after you like, man, I need to go reset. Life be depressing from time to time. Word. Here this nigga go.
Asking me to fix their problems, I can't.
Now it feels like the whole world is on your shoulders.
Now I'm going, oh, if I stop posting, people are gonna start themselves.
That's a heavy weight to pick up, and we wanted to know why.
Who is Joe Bartolozzi, and why do you care so deeply about some of the things that you do? Which is maybe a little deep for 10:30 in the morning, but
no, it's all right.
I didn't know this nigga was a young nigga. Like he's pretty young.
He was born on February 6th, 2002, and grew up in southern New Jersey.
Yeah, he was born in 2002. He's young.
The kid you have picked to become famous online. He was the small, quiet kid, the one getting picked last for everything.
I was kind of like the lanky kid that didn't really know how to control his body, so that's why I was picked last.
But by high school, things started turning around. He hit his growth spurt, got into lifting, and went from being the kid nobody
I ain't gonna cap. He look like one of them ROTC lieutenant kids. Like he look like he took that shit overly serious. Shut your young ass up, Glory. The fuck?
By high school, things started turning around. He hit his growth spurt, got into lifting, and went from being the kid nobody picked to a legitimate athlete. So by 2019, Joe's a track athlete at a Catholic prep school in New Jersey, working part-time in a GNC, heading towards a completely normal life. And then a Chinese tech company,
Look at that chin. Y'all know I want to do, hold up.
a GNC, heading towards a completely normal life.
Well, I was gonna say, I thought about doing that long jump shit one time. I never really wanted to run track. I was more of a basketball nigga, but I saw somebody bust their ass for real in person on that long jump shit, bro. That ain't no joke. Like face down, the whole little thing lifted up. Especially when they got so many hurdles between, like you only got like a little bit of space to run again and then jump. Like that shit ain't no joke, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
And then a Chinese tech company bought a dying lip syncing app.
TikTok is the latest app to capture the attention of teens and young adults across the world.
A Chinese company called ByteDance bought the relatively dead app Musical.ly. They gutted it, rebranded it, and on August 2nd, 2018, TikTok officially hit the App Store.
TikTok.
Now, early on, TikTok was mostly just the same creators who came over from Musical.ly. So all of those cringy lips...
Bro, I remember these days. My sister, she actually put me on to Musical.ly and shit. And I remember her showing me these niggas, bro.
Early on, TikTok was mostly just the same creators who came over from...
No, what songs did they used to do though to these sounds? I'm picturing the songs in my head. What's the song?
App Store.
TikTok.
Now, early on, TikTok was most...
Oh, you can be my sugar, make it sweet drop. You remember that song? They had some shit like that. You can be my sugar. Oh, or what's the other shit? They used to have a lot of them hoes. Nah, what's the shit? Hold up. Grab the wall. That's not the lyrics. I don't fucking know the lyrics, bro. That shit old. But yeah, them songs like grab the wall, wiggle like you're trying to make it ad. But that like Vine too though. No, what was that song? I got my ticket for the long way round. Not missing for the way. And that look like some sweet company. Bro, y'all remember that shit, bro? I used to, bro, me and my sister used to do all the shit. Cause she would always have the phone stuff. She used to really do Musical.ly overly. She had a following on there, like when it first started. And they would be like, yeah, I would do that shit. When Glory hit 10K, he got it.
just the same creators who came over from Musical.ly. So all of those cringy lip sync videos and the reputation that came with them...
What the fuck is that?
Creators who came over from Musical.ly. So all of those cringy lip sync videos and the...
Bro, this with the chop is crazy. I remember that Justin Bieber swoosh chop.
Reputation that came with them carried straight over.
Going through your parents' divorce is more fun than going through TikTok.
Damn, that's Buddy.
With them carried straight over.
Going through your parents' divorce.
This nigga still talk like this. The moist nigga. I be seeing his little vids here and there. He been around for a while, ain't it?
More fun than going through TikTok.
For a while there, TikTok as a whole was pretty cringy.
Yeah, I used to get made fun of.
But even with that reputation, Joe figured he'd try it anyway. He posted his first TikTok in December of 2019, and it got a few hundred likes, which is nothing crazy, but it was enough to make him post another one, and another one, and he just kept going. Within a few months, he went from pointing at text on a screen to actually talking, ranting straight to the camera about whatever stupid thing pissed him off that day.
There's no looking left or right in the urinal at all times.
This is where Joe carved out his lane. He became the loud guy in the beanie who'd yell about people who drink sparkling water or crash out over some DIY tutorial.
The coffee pot's floating!
This was him. Yeah, I remember him now. Holy. Bruh. I knew I seen him though. He used to have the beanie with the shit and he used to be yelling. This was him. Holy. I used to scroll past this nigga vids. I hated how loud he was. He used to piss me the fuck off. I ain't think... Y'all know this ain't my type of humor. Like this swag, this is like, that's for them other type of folks. But I would see them sometime, I'd be like, holy, yeah, that's crazy.
By the time COVID hit, TikTok was becoming a mainstream platform. Suddenly, TikTokers were performing at NBA halftime shows.
Loud equals, yeah, like all that fake being overly angry, like they used to be dead, like, and why do they put coke in, like, what the fuck? I hated stuff like that. That shit made me feel weird. I don't know. Nigga yelling at me. Crazy times. Why is there cheese on my cheeseburger here? Yeah, that's how they would be, bro. Just making up shit. Yeah, bad times.
Or hanging with the Kardashians. I mean, the D'Amelios were dropping a reality show on Hulu. It was the biggest app in the world, and Joe had gotten in early.
No Glaze? Bro.
Dropping a reality show.
No Glaze? I never knew why she was so big, bro. I watched the documentary, I think it was like somebody broke it down, like her family been having bread and stuff and they made sure she was straight, but I don't know. I went to her John and I went to her page and I was thinking I was gonna see somebody who just like was overly funny or something. She was just doing shit. And I was like, okay. But you know what happened was after I saw her, I ain't gonna lie, I went on a whole little what it called, like, investigation. I started seeing all the other little, like, that whole little side, that LA lifestyle TikTok group of all them white people that got them different type of haircuts, hairstyles. What happened to them? They all did like some of the same shit and they were all overly big. Cabby Lame sold his account for $1 billion. Did I don't know who that is, but I think I probably do. The black guy that does simple things, then points his hands at it. Oh, I know who you talking about. Buddy, he overly big on TikTok. It's a lot of niggas, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's why, like, if I got in at that time, bro, that's one thing. If I did going back in time, I probably would have had went so fucking crazy. But I probably wouldn't did TikTok. I probably would did like some stock shit. I don't know. For a TikTok account, fuck that. You can have it. The thing about TikTok, you can grow fast on TikTok if you really try. But they slick change shit. I hate when people try to make it sound like it's overly easy, but I'll say that for later.
Hulu. It was the biggest app in the world, and Joe had gotten in early.
6 months after you started posting, if I'm not mistaken, you had over 1 million followers on TikTok.
2020 TikTok, you could literally post anything.
This nigga got the same beanie as me.
2020 TikTok, you could literally post anything, and if it got any amount of views, half the people that saw it would follow you.
So now you've got a teenage guy, fresh out of...
That is true. His one don't look fake though. Glazing. You such a glazer. One thing I will say is that back then on TikTok, yes, niggas will follow you off the scrimp. Niggas are really stingy about them follows on TikTok. They overly stingy. Like, they not playing no games, bro. I done had other accounts. I seen niggas get 100,000 millions of views. Only probably like 30 people done follow. I don't know what it is. Joe Bart homage. Crazy.
School with millions of people watching his every move.
I wouldn't follow you if it ruins my ratio.
But what do you think this does to a person?
It's not the same guys as like a Disney star, right? Because I was nowhere near that level. But it's just the idea of like, I was a teenager that's getting clout, and I think 99% of the time, that's bad.
And Joe was no exception. All of those views, all that attention that comes with internet fame, it went straight to his head.
I went from being a really insecure, it was like two polar opposites, right? And I had to find the medium. Like, I used to be really insecure when I was in like middle school.
Damn, that nigga had a chin all these years. I'm gonna chill on his chin, but holy fuck. Like, I don't know, like what type of genetics? I don't know.
High school, to a point where like
the glory stay flaming up. It's like if that nigga chopped you, like he did, instead of a fucking headbutt, he did like a chin butt. Like some shit where he did some shit like this, it'll probably like slice your ass or something. I don't know how you obtain this. This is like, niggas gotta work out for this. You gotta work your chin.
Working out, I started doing this, and then it went like full flop to like narcissism. And so it was like an obsession with myself because of insecurity that then inflated my ego to the point.
Don't release this video? What you mean? What you mean don't release this? What, Molly? What did I do this time? What did I do?
Like, oh, I'm awesome.
And you can see it in the content from that era. The captions, the attitude, the way that he carried himself.
So this is my proposal for any women out there that would like to participate in the holiday, but don't.
Bro talking about insecure and you talking about him slicing people. Bro, it's just an observation, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I already told y'all, and I'm not trying to be that nigga, but bro, everybody has some type of things they done been insecure about and feel away about, bro. Can't be a bitch. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm not trying to say that to him, but that's just anything, bro. It is what it is. Once you put yourself on the internet, you just gotta let it rock. How you want to take it, how you want to take it, but you know, it's the internet. And I'm not really cooking his ass. I'm just analyzing his chin. I doubt the nigga gonna see this and cry about that shit, bro. I doubt it. Man, shout out Joe, bro. I fuck with Joe. So, I mean, if anybody want to get mad at me, I don't give a fuck. Glory ain't got no flaws on his pretty ass face. Bro, niggas got flaws now. Don't do that now. But I'm not a nigga like, that's what I'm saying. Everybody ain't perfect, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro.
anybody who assist them, I'm here.
This is the version of Joe that Joe doesn't like.
That person in that facade I had to do to create that character actually became me for a short period of time, and I hated it.
But as much as Joe hates this version of himself, he also kind of owes everything to him. Because that ego is what gave him the confidence and drive to start making bigger swings in his career. And when you're building yourself from the ground up, those two things can be the difference between success and failure. You see, everyone wants to start their own thing until they realize how much work starting actually takes. Building your website, setting up payments, all the boring stuff. And most people don't quit because the idea was bad. They quit because the setup got in the way. That's where WAP comes.
Bro, I knew it was a fucking ad. I knew it. But I was gonna say, niggas don't thug it out. I'm gonna be honest. From watching niggas on stream, yeah, holy fucking plug. That was like actually pretty good though. From watching niggas on stream, I thought behind the scenes this shit was simple. I thought this was like easy to like, you just cut on a fucking cam and then like, no, nigga, you gotta do damn near 30 things to make sure everything run right. Or you know, if not, shit be out of whack, you be like, holy, bro. Yeah, it do be making you feel like you just be like, fuck it. But yeah, only certain people stick it through.
But now back to Joe and
most people try because they think they can do, but quit because they too pussy, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's always gonna make a difference because a lot of people can't stick things through. And that's why, like, even with some of the people that's already, you know, popping and shit, and they be diving into certain things and shit like this, because niggas don't want to stick things out, bro. Niggas only like doing shit that work. You know what I'm saying? And as a nigga that has certain things that work, that's not a way to live. If there's something else you want to do, bro, and you really want to do it, bro, you have to learn how to stick things out, bro. If you want to see some shit happen. Everything don't happen overnight. Most things in real life don't happen overnight. So that's all it is.
But now back to Joe and the business he was just starting to build. It started with diversifying his audience, because unlike YouTube or Twitch, your follower count is kind of empty on TikTok. You can have 1 million followers on there and make no money, because the platform simply doesn't pay its creators anything worthwhile.
Like, I was probably making, like, what, 10K a year?
Why don't they pay, bro? And I ain't even try to pause again, but why don't TikTok pay more? But I get it, because it's easier probably to bot on TikTok, do a lot of shit, but bro, I remember when I was making them 1 minute vids and I was doing it on, I ain't never tell y'all niggas because I know Molly remember, but it was other vids like I would do on other accounts that were bang. And bro, I was thinking like, I was finna get some top tier bread out of that shit. Them niggas don't pay shit, bro. TikTok is overly stingy, bro. Overly stingy. I even have somebody doing like TikTok shop and bro, the percent they take from you for what you make off of a big ass item. I miss your 1 minute rants. But I'm telling you, for them big ass items, bro, they take so much, bro. Them niggas, TikTok is, I don't know. I don't want to say nothing too crazy, but TikTok, I definitely feel like they could pay more for sure. Especially now, like, I don't want to talk bad, but y'all know ever since they switched them damn servers, shit been weird. It's been a little different. So I do think it's been a little harder to even be like seen for real.
Making less than minimum wage.
So in the summer of 2020, just before starting his freshman year of college, Joe announced his first ever Twitch stream.
I'm gonna start streaming video games on Twitch in a day or two.
He started moving viewers from TikTok to Twitch, where he'd stream games like Rocket League and Fall Guys.
Oh, I got it!
Then he'd take the best moments from those streams and post them to YouTube. By fall of that year, Joe was juggling multiple TikTok uploads a day, streaming on Twitch, making YouTube content, all while managing his classwork in college.
What was the schedule like in college? There's so much going on. How do you manage that?
It was a lot. Like, balancing streaming and college sucked. But it was so doable. And I hate when streamers say, oh, I really needed to drop out to pursue streaming. Like, get the out of here. I was growing and in college the entire time.
Thank you for 3 million followers.
4 million followers!
By December, Joe had cleared 5 million followers on TikTok. And just a few months after his first stream, Joe was pulling in nearly 1,000 average viewers on Twitch.
That nigga, I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was finna start speaking more. That nigga can yap. Some niggas that yap, but like I said, I started tapping in him after y'all told me about him. Bruh, holy is that nigga. That nigga's a yapper. He'll take something small and take that shit for hours. He can do that shit. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I'm glad. I was like, holy, please. Just like you, all right.
I was so obsessed with performance.
Joe was constantly studying social media, trying to understand what made videos pop, what people responded to, and why certain videos failed. That confidence had turned into a full-blown obsession, but because of it, Joe was starting to not like the person he saw in the mirror.
I'm trying to map out where the ego kind of starts to disappear versus, like, was there a low point, a moment where you're like, holy, I gotta change?
Yeah, I don't think there was like an aha, right? It wasn't like a light switch flip. It was more over the span of like a 6-month period where I was like, I'm kind of being a dickhead. Yeah. Coupled with a variety of things. So I don't know if you can include this in the video. That's up to you. I tripped on mushrooms for the first time, like, and I hate when people talk about like that being a genuine changing factor in their life, because it's like, okay, cornball, like that's what made you, you know, really have that light switch. But I think it was like, it was a part of it, you know, like it removed the grooves of life that I have gotten into, and it made me reset to a point where I had to kind of look in myself. A lot of the people that I knew in philosophy classes as well were sharing ideas that, you know, I may have heard but not resonated or understood fully. It was so much like, wow, I'm gonna die one day. I should kind of treat people in a way that's like, this is our only life. And I accredit my viewers a lot, because in that time, parasocial relationships built a little bit, which is bad. But at the same time, there were people coming to me for the first time going, I want to kill myself. You were chatting?
I don't get it. The fuck did he do? I don't get it. What the fuck did he do? He just took shrooms and said he awoken. I don't get it. Was he a bully? That's what I'm saying. What did he use his ego on? I don't get that shit.
Your last streamer because I'm ending it all. Whoa, 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 whoa. If there was a moment of like lock in, it was that. What happened? One of my subs just said he's gonna himself. Dude, do you need help? Because I was going, yeah, even though I'm 19, you know, there are people that actually look up to me in a way that's like, I need to be better at. Life is,
I'm not gonna lie, my niggas play too much. I'm not gonna lie. From the niggas on TikTok and shit like that, and niggas that do be coming in here, bro, y'all niggas play too much, bro. I take y'all serious, but sometimes, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Y'all niggas said that while we were doing some shit. I'll look at it, but I don't know, bro. Niggas play too much, bro. It's hard. It's hard for me to like, I don't know. But y'all know I always had these type of combos. That's why I be telling y'all niggas like, y'all like gotta get better at speaking. I don't get what you saying, little buddy. Little buddy's fucking crazy. I'm saying y'all troll too much to where sometimes I can't even tell if y'all be serious about bad things like that.
The best thing that will ever happen, no matter how bad it can get. Life is amazing.
Now put yourself in that chair for a second. You're 19 years old. You started streaming to play video games, to have fun and make people laugh, and somebody you've never met just told you they're planning their own death. And out of everyone in their life, they picked you to tell.
I feel like no one cares and I want to end it all. I have a date planned, so you'll probably never see me again. I want to say you make me laugh a lot. I'm going to kill myself October 2nd. No one will remember me.
And this kept happening. Joe would go live, and sooner or later, somebody would show up in a genuine crisis, typing their darkest thoughts into a Twitch chat.
Don't want to be a mood killer. I just want to say my family basically bullies me every day and I can't get them to stop. I've been thinking about suicide a lot.
When Joe first started getting these messages from chatters, his initial response was the same as anyone with the hearts would be. He wanted to help. Both on stream and off of it, Joe took the time to talk with those viewers, getting to know them on a personal level and giving them real advice just like you would with a friend.
You guys mean the world to me. If you need help with something like that, I can try my best. So that's why I'm kind of chilling or pausing the stream for the last like 15 minutes to talk about this, because that's important.
But there's a harsh reality that all streamers have to learn eventually. Your viewers aren't your friends. They can't be.
I have had probably 20 people come to me about...
No, don't say that. Don't say that. If you join the mob, you're my friend, okay? Just with a little distance between it, yes. But you're my friend. I don't give a fuck. Everybody, I like performative. I can't do shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a great fucking guy. You're not gonna ruin this for me. I'm dead ass, bro. I fucking love everybody, bro. Y'all know that. I'm just gonna say it. But yeah, that type of shit like that, and niggas keep spamming, performative again. And that's the problem. Niggas can't take everything serious. I can't take shit serious because like overly.
Themselves, like on live. The first 2 times it's happened, I have tried to like help them, and then it just ended badly in terms of them getting parasocial towards me and then nonstop coming to me.
You see, the relationship between a streamer and a viewer is way more complicated.
Oh yeah, it's certain niggas that do that though. I don't know. Yeah, there's always gonna be them niggas.
A normal friendship. When you spend hours watching someone through a screen, day after day, your brain starts doing something weird. You pick up their sense of humor, you learn their opinions, their moods, what makes them laugh and what sets them off. You come to know them the way you'd know a friend, except they have no idea you even exist. This is what's called a parasocial relationship, and it can be a dangerous thing.
Now a scary home invasion as 3 masked intruders with guns grab a popular influencer by the hair demanding money.
3 guys came into my room, turned all the lights on, and then they had the gun pointed at me.
Bro, I remember she was, I remember this. She was talking to Aiden. I thought she was trolling.
3 guys.
Thought this was a skit. Like, they were trolling.
Came into my room, turned all the lights on, and then they had the gun pointed at me.
What the fuck that got to do? They probably gonna get to it. I don't know. It might got something to do with being parasocial.
While most parasocial relationships don't reach this level, there's always a possibility that it can.
3 popular Twitch streamers face a terrifying encounter while live streaming along the Santa Monica Pier.
I'll kill you right now. I'll kill you right now. If the streamer leans too far one way, they might come across as uninterested or cold, but lean too far the other, and viewers can mistake an occasional reply.
Yeah, was that parasocial or just niggas being weird? I don't know if that was parasocial. That's just like them weird ass niggas out there. Like, that's like just a nigga. That was just them robbing her at. Yeah, like, these just niggas that got the drop. No funny shit. Like, I don't know if that's the same thing.
For friendship.
So some freak just assaulted.
Please stop following me. It's getting weird. It's getting strange. I don't know you, okay? So please leave me alone.
That's where things can take a turn for the worst, because now that attention can turn into expectation. And when the expectation of a response to the next chat isn't met, it can feel less like being ignored by a streamer and more like a betrayal by someone that they thought they knew.
It's a weird parasocial relationship that forms, and you're not even aware that this person is forming that typically until they're like about to show up, or they do show up.
The gap is hard to manage, which is why most streamers keep a barrier up around the heavy personal stuff.
My sis is dead.
Nigga made a vid, I am not your friend. Glory can't ignore us because we are built him. What the fuck? Are you serious? I'm not gonna lie, bro. Let y'all niggas do that. I tell y'all this all the time. First off, my gun collection is growing, by the way. Definitely getting more guns. One day we're gonna do a gun collection vid though. I'm gonna show y'all niggas what I'm doing. I don't really like promoting guns and shit, but I'm gonna show y'all. 2, I'm not gonna lie. I'll beat a nigga ass. If it come down to it, I'll beat a nigga ass. Like I'm not scared to fight a nigga. But I do know, like, you just don't know what niggas got going on. If a nigga catch me lacking and I'm like, you know, because you could get caught lacking. Anybody can get caught lacking, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's very hard for me. Yeah, just know I'm not going to play too much games. I'm going to tell you at one time, I'm going to be like, all right, stay back now. Now you don't want to stay back after that, then, you know.
Which is why most streamers keep a barrier up around the heavy personal stuff.
My sis is dead.
Right, let's try and keep it positive.
Please don't talk about side of my chat, please. That's just something I just don't like to hear or talk about, you know.
And you can't really blame them. At the end of the day, streamers are supposed to entertain.
At some point, there has to be a boundary between caring about the people watching and becoming responsible for everything that they bring into the chat.
They become too attached to you, where they see you as an actual friend that they have. So I feel like that is kind of a boundary that you have to set as a streamer. But it's hard to gauge where that line is.
Joe had every reason to draw that same boundary. He'd answered the heavy messages, taken conversations off stream, and learned what could happen when things become too parasocial.
The first 2 times I helped somebody with like issues, they just kept messaging me, and then they like got upset when I stopped messaging them. So it's more so of that issue.
But mental health meant too much to him. Ignoring somebody who might not make it through the night was never a choice he could live with. After those early mistakes, Joe implemented 2 important factors that would eliminate those odd parasocial dynamics from coming into the picture. For starters, he removed any one-on-one interaction. All conversations with chatters were strictly held on stream from the Twitch chat.
I've prepared to go, tired of waiting for things to improve. You are my escape. Thank you, dude. If you're saying you're gonna yourself, don't. I know this was 10 minutes ago. I hope you're still here.
And second, but most importantly, he made the pivot from trying to be the help himself and became the middleman.
Fine if you're depressed and you want to come to me for advice, but when it comes to the gravity of seeking an expert is better than seeking Joe Bartolozzi, a Twitch streamer, TikToker. You know what I mean?
For those who came into the chat looking for help, Joe was there to give them a few encouraging words and push them in the right direction.
I've had not so good thoughts, if you know what I mean, and listening to your advice and others has helped me even during those hard times. If you ever have thoughts, reach out to somebody, genuinely. Go to a therapist, psychiatrist, talk to somebody that can help you. It's not the answer. Like, there's only so much I'm able to do as a creator, especially seeing that I don't know the person. So that's why I try to do the charity streams for, like, you know, 988 or AFSP or Trevor Project.
We're doing reactions today.
And it's a charity stream. We raised $2,700, which was matched 3x by the Melinda Bill Gates Foundation. So dub in the chat for that. Goes to a good cause, saving lives.
Holy, one braid left, let's go. Fuck. Are you unbraiding your hair while watching this shit right now? I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, one day I want to do some shit like this. Like, do like a fundraising setup, stuff like that. Yeah, this is a lot. I ain't gonna lie. We just started, so I'm not worried about this shit. But I do, one day, I hope we don't gotta go through that. I think niggas got enough common sense to know, like, you know, anything niggas go through, you can say a little bit here and there, but, you know, once you start being like, hey, I need to make sure, hey, bro, can you keep, like, niggas not doing that 24/7. I already barely talk to my folks and my friends. I'm not doing that shit. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. But I'm always gonna preach light, and I'm always gonna talk life into people. Every time.
For a while, this worked pretty well. While it seems kind of small, Joe's brief but encouraging words were actually making a difference in people's lives.
I've been subbed for a year now, and I want to say thank you for helping me through this past year with having to deal with my grandpa's suicide and my own personal problems. You're definitely my favorite top streamer, and I hope you never stop.
But by the time Joe graduated college, things had started to change. His viewer count climbed to some of the highest in all of streaming, and managing the expectation of that many chatters is a totally different beast.
Like, right now, I average 10K. Chat's horrible.
Yeah?
Like, yeah. I gotta lock in. I want to get into the videos. I'm starting to get stressed the f*** out. I'm starting to get stressed the f*** out. I could tell this was gonna happen at the start of stream when I got like 9 messages just unloaded onto me.
With this many viewers watching, Joe found himself caught between two groups that wanted completely different things from him. Because on one hand, some viewers felt that he wasn't doing enough to help.
I guess even my favorite streamer doesn't care about me. Lame comment. I have 5,000 people in my stream that are spamming right now. I'm also playing a video game. And then I don't respond to you and you pull this guilt trip here.
But on the other hand, there was a totally different group of viewers that were tired of the stream constantly stopping.
Jesus, dude, I like watching your streams, but when you go on rants like this, that's all you do all the time. That's annoying. Play the game. Do me a favor and never watch me again. Do me a favor and go f*** yourself.
Man, oh my gosh, I'm so glad he just said that. If someone says that, I say fuck him. Bro, I can't stand that, bro. People, I think niggas do think when they watching a YouTube, first off, they think when they come to, like, on any live, that if they saw you before do something, whether it was a clip or a vid or something like that, they just want you to do that shit and not be human. When you're live, nigga, you live, nigga. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna get my thoughts and I might go off on little rants and I'm talking to niggas. I don't like when people do that. People will do that though. Like, people will randomly be like, man, this, do that, do this, do that. It's not a YouTube vid. Go watch one of the fucking YouTube vids, nigga. That's where it's all edited and, you know, you get raw. You get raw me over here. You get raw me.
No matter what Joe did, someone felt ignored, and the messages were starting to get more demanding. Early on, people would briefly mention that they were struggling, and Joe would offer a few words of encouragement. Now, they wanted more.
Like, every stream, it's been getting more and more and more and more, like, involved, where people are genuinely asking me to fix their problems. I can't. I'm sorry.
But the hardest part was figuring out who genuinely needed help and who was only looking for attention.
How do you balance keeping everybody happy and then also sorting through people who are just doing it for attention?
I mean, that's the struggle. Because I'm a suicide prevention advocate, that is an avenue that a lot of people use to manipulate their way into being noticed or speaking to me on stream. And so, yeah, if there's 10 chats saying they're suicidal, 6 of them are fake. Because I do so much mental health advocacy, the amount of people that come into my chat and fake being suicidal is absurd. I had one chatter that came in and they say, hey, I'm the mother of so-and-so. He took his own life. I just wanted to let you know you were his favorite streamer. I'm sorry that he took his life. I don't really know what to say. I'm sorry. I hope you're all right. I'm sorry for the loss of your son. Ugh. Come to find out, they come back a month later and they're like, my brother typed that, Bandit blocked him. You're the—
Yeah, I was just gonna say, and then it'd be some nigga trolling. Bro, these little niggas don't give a fuck, bro. They don't. And I be wondering, like, who be behind these? Because I know certain little niggas know better. I think it's just weirdos in general. They don't take nothing serious, bro. That's why I said, I know the world gonna end. I don't know when, but it's gonna be soon. Because these niggas, it's no respect for actual human interaction and human things, morality. Morality. Nice.
Chatter, I knew that, bro.
Like an
I'm
old
banning you,
grandma.
man. That's fucking weird as shit.
This leaves Joe stuck making a decision that's difficult to get right.
If I'm being honest, I think a large portion of people that come into my chat and say stuff that's idle are lying. But I have to treat them all as if they're real, because then I could, on an off chance, not take somebody seriously that is serious. And that's the worst thing you could do.
Ignoring the wrong message could have serious consequences, but responding to every message was impossible, and the pressure of trying was beginning to wear him down.
I feel bad, and I've talked about this. It's like, I wish I could help, but like sometimes I can't, you know? Like there's only so much I'm able to do as a creator, especially seeing that I don't know the person.
But there's one message that weighs on Joe the most. It's one that he's heard over and over again, that for some viewers, he's the only reason that they're still alive.
You were there when my dad passed. You saved me from ending my own life.
This nigga say, Joe saved my life, dead ass. I'm so serious. I only stopped from killing once because that he had a react stream coming up. Thanks. Oh, man.
You were there when my dad passed. You saved.
I guess, bro. Like niggas don't post YouTube vids. You gotta see this nigga live every time to be like satisfied, bro. That's like weird. That's just you being weird, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's so bad. Sounds parasocial to the max. That's so crazy. Weirdo.
From ending my own life more than anyone should. I've realized so much because of you. I can't thank you enough. You unknowingly have helped me with a lot. My life has gotten a lot better since watching you from your philosophy stuff. Never had a favorite streamer until I watched your streams, and it kind of saved my life, no pressure. I wanted to myself, you saved my life. I did not save your life, you saved your own life. Please get the help you need, though. If I'm the only reason that you stopped, wanting to kill yourself in that moment, you need a lot of help outside of just watching my content.
When you hear some of those stories, how big of a
That
toll?
shit was recent, wasn't it? See, that nigga got fed up. Yeah, this was recent. See, this nigga had a lot to get off this time. He wasn't going for that.
If I'm the only reason that you stopped, wanting to kill yourself in that moment, you need a lot of help outside of just watching my content.
When you hear some of those stories,
yeah, that nigga said he had a fucking enough. Holy, how many times they done did that to that man? Yeah, no way a fucking streamer the only reason. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think there is, like he said, it's niggas that probably is like that, but that's like, that means you got some problems, because only reason, you telling me outside of, like, that's why I tell y'all, even when y'all watch me, and I'm gonna say this for the niggas who watch me on YouTube and shit too, like anything, this is what I learned, because I used to watch a lot of niggas and pause. I used to watch niggas, listen to niggas and all type of shit, and what I realized was, like, with me, I took things that I wanted to do and what I wanted to be in my life, and I incorporated it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. You got to take what it is you want to do in this life. And it might not be the exact same thing you want to do as like the other nigga, but you want to, like, whatever it is, you just take whatever it is you like about it and you make that into your own thing. That's why you don't idolize and look at no other man, bro. You can be great too, bro. Everybody can be great in their own way, bro. That's why it's like, bro, enjoy shit, but don't be weird, bro. Stop.
How big of a toll does that take on you? Because, like, I don't know, I'm watching through some of their clips, talking to people like this. A lot of the chat is asking, who is checking on Joe?
I mean, I'm starting therapy soon. I'm not saying it's bad to have my videos as like something to fall back on to make you feel happier versus like, I don't know, your videos are the only thing that's keeping me alive.
Take a second and think about what that actually means for the person receiving it. Somebody just told you that your uploads are load-bearing for their existence.
Don't tell me that. Like, I'm glad I'm able to help, man, but like, get help. Like, get help. Please.
So what happens if you take a break? What happens if you burn out and quit? On some level, Joe now feels like he has to keep posting, because somewhere out there, somebody's hanging on by his streaming schedule.
There will be people that will like come to my chat and they're like, hey, you prevented me from killing myself because I saw one of your videos and it made me laugh. On surface level, that's great. If you're me, now I'm going, oh, if I stop posting, people are gonna start killing themselves.
And beyond the
that's what I'm saying. Like, first I wouldn't take it that deep, because like I said, that's fucking weird if you like that. Like you said, get some help. But you're gonna have days and shit where you're burnt. I don't get that. You gonna get burnt, bro. You can't do shit every fucking day. Just impossible. It just is, bro.
There's the sheer exposure to darkness. Joe's DMs and chat are a constant stream of people's lowest moments. And when you're surrounded by that much pain for that long, it eventually starts to get in.
That's like the one thing, is the emotional drain, I guess. Like, I put a lot out.
After every stream, Joe sits there for an hour, just coming back down from what the job took out of him.
Like, when I'm done stream, I get off, I literally sit there in like silence for maybe an hour. I need like time to decompress, just because that is a lot at times. It takes a toll, and I've gotten used to it, but it kind of builds. Like, I'll be good for a month, and then there'll be a week where I'm just like not there emotionally, I guess. And that's like a problem.
So the obvious question is, why keep doing it? Every other streamer proved you can just let the messages scroll and the career survives. Joe could put up the full wall tomorrow and nobody could really blame him.
I'm not sitting here acting like I'm some role model, but if people are going through stuff and I recognize that they're watching my content to help them, that I want them to have some sort of guidance of redirection to be better themselves and also better their own mental health in a way that's...
Kind of said what I said, but yeah. Why, nigga said, why not stop? Nigga, to grow his whole audience, bread. That was a stupid take. Well, I mean, technically, like I said, when I be live, I really know I could pre-record a lot of vids. The reason I like live is, though, at the same time, it feels like you actually get closer with your people. Whereas in like pre-recorded shit do feel like it don't feel as real. You don't get, like, live, you could get other people opinions on the same thing you talking about or learning shit. Like, they'll tell you some shit that you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Whereas in pre-recorded shit, it don't be the same. It don't really hit the same.
For them.
Joe did the math and decided helping people is worth what it costs him.
I enjoy making people happy more than the other aspects of the job. And that's what enables me to deal with this too. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, push through the negative because you make money. I think I push through the negative because I can affect people more positively here than any other job that I could possibly be doing.
But once he saw what his platform could do for people at their lowest, walking away from that stopped being an option he could live with.
Thank you. My mom was diagnosed with cancer about 9 months ago.
Sorry to hear that.
We would watch your videos and streams. We loved your philosophy streams. She also majored in philosophy.
Really?
A week ago I found out she has two
more days to live. One of the final things we did was watch one of your YouTube videos. Your videos remind me of good memories. She passed away yesterday and you helped me cope. Just wanted to say thank you so much. You helped more than you'll ever know. Oh my God. Yo, that's just gonna make me cry.
That shit sad as fuck, but I just, like I said, bro, you just don't know. Like, in real life, I would be sad knowing, but with niggas online, you just can't tell what is real. Niggas will just have a chat GPT ass answer a paragraph, some shit, and they'll just say anything, bro. So it'd be hard, bro. And that shit would have made me mad because I would have really felt something. Like, I could see he probably did that, feel that. But, man, I sure hope that, like, if that was real, bro, that's crazy.
It's a fucking weird job, dude. It's a weird job doing social media. There's a lot of shit, but it's one of the most, like, rewarding experiences. Just to be able to be someone to help other people is something that I want to do. Yeah, the money's good. Yeah, it's fun to play video games and shit. But, like, on a deeper level, dude, being able to make people's days is, like, genuinely what I want to do. And I'm glad that I can.
Nice vid. Shout out Golf Cart. I like it. Not wanting to be here on Earth is real. You know, some people actually go through that, and some people be when it comes to online shit, it gets blurry. So, but that was a good vid, bro. I thought they was just on overly just glazed, buddy. They talked about some real shit, so I fought with that. And shout out. I hope anybody who watched this going through shit, bro. I hope you keep going. I know you can keep going. The thing about life, bro, is like I always say this. I don't want to get into my shit, but it's like ups and downs. It's never gonna be super perfect. It's never gonna be super bad unless you just like let it be super bad. But you can always change everything, any situation. With all that being said, for the YouTube, y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit, and I'll see y'all in the next one.